Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Anita, and I'm coming at you today with my top 5 favorite pen and ink pairings of 2025. Let's get right into it. Okay, let me tell y'all what I did. What I did to come up with this list was go through my journal here of the pairings that I used this year. I also have another book because I switched into this book in April of 2025. And I looked at the pairings that I enjoyed the most. It was hard to do, but I did do it. I had a list of 12 pairings. One pen was on there twice. And actually, I could have had more than one, but one was definitely on there twice because I really felt strongly. Anyway, what I did after that was I went through the list and I looked for the pens that I just kept reaching for, preferably that I used more than one ink in. And I almost did it. There are a couple of pens that only had one ink in them, but I felt very passionately about those pairings, and we're going to go through the list now. What I'm going to do, because most of the pens are still inked with something, I'm going to swatch the inks that were the favored inks with the pens. And we'll start with number 5. Number 5 is the TWSBI Eco in the colorway Dark Sapphire. This pen has a stub nib. Stub nibs have my heart until I start getting custom grinds. I'm sure I'll find something similar, and that will steal my heart away. But in the meantime, I love a stub, especially a TWSBI stub. And the ink in this pen is TWSBI Midnight Blue. For now, that right there is a permanent pairing until I find another blue that performs similarly, that I enjoy just as much. Oh, am I going to be able to open the bottle? Sorry, y'all. Okay. We're going to struggle to start. It's getting there. I got it. All right. I wasn't even going to put this ink in the pen. And then I said, yeah, well, it's TWSBI, even though it didn't come with this pen, whatever. Let's try it out. I loved it. I love it. I don't know. I've heard like mixed comments about TWSBI ink. This is the only one that I have. It's the only one that I've used, and I've only had it in this one pen. I don't know when or if it's going into another pen, but yeah, I'm gonna get a different TWSBI in dark blue, and it's gonna go in there probably. But in the meantime, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it in this pen so very much. Oh my goodness. Well, why isn't it higher up on the list? Because there were others. There were others that I loved even more. But this is a permanent thing, and I just love it. I'm just grinning here. Can you hear the smile on my face? And it's just blue. It's just blue. Can you imagine me who loves a good teal or a turquoise or like a nice purple, like a mid cool purple, is in love with a freaking navy blue? Get out of here. It just seems unreal. I'm swatching with my my glass spoon that I picked up on Amazon. Y'all know I link this thing in the description if you ever want to swatch with a glass spoon. But I just like that it's big. And I like that it's easy to clean. It's still a little bit of ink on there, but it's okay. I'll get it. So this is number 5. The ink is still in here because I keep re-inking it. And this is the TWSBI Eco with a stub nib in dark sapphire. And the ink is TWSBI Midnight Blue. I love it. I love this. We're going to keep it moving because I could just go on, and y'all got the message already. Okay. On down the list. Number 4. This pen has also only had one ink in it. So it's not further up the list for that reason. But the one ink I put in it, I absolutely loved. The pen is the Waterman Carene in the colorway Amber. This pen has a medium 18 karat gold inlaid nib and is not inked. I did dip it. But we will we'll swatch out the ink, which was Diamine Ancient Copper. Now, when I was first getting into fountain pens, like really getting into fountain pens, about 3 years ago, I picked up some inks on Amazon, and Ancient Copper was one of the early inks, and I asked myself, why did I get this? You know, it's nice, but, you know, it's not like my favorite color. I mean, I like all the colors, but it's just kind of like, it's just nice. But I didn't feel strongly about it. And the funny thing is, when I picked up this pen last year in 2025, I looked at it and I knew I wanted to put Ancient Copper in it. How crazy is that? I mean, I don't even remember the last time I used Ancient Copper in a pen. That's how little I think about it. But I knew right away I wanted to put it in this pen, and I absolutely loved it. It was such a wonderful, lubricated writing experience. Oh my goodness, it was just so good. And it's not further up the list because it's the only ink that's been in the pen. I haven't put anything else in the pen, and clearly I need to clean it again once we're done here today. But in the meantime, I loved Ancient Copper in this pen. Oh my goodness, it was so good. If I get distracted, I'm gonna apologize in advance. It's been like a nice, slow, lazy morning. This is the weekend of the winter storm that moved across parts of the U.S., and I'm in the southeast, and we were supposed to get ice or snow or both. And honestly, I don't think it ended up being cold enough because it does not look bad outside. There's a little bit of ice in the trees, but the cars are speeding up and down the hills, so I don't think it's as bad as it could have been. I'll leave it that way. So this is number 4. Oh, I got a little splash of ink. I have to be careful. This is the Waterman Carene. I love the way this, look at this. Is that a match or what? Oh my goodness. All right. This is an 18 karat gold medium nib. And the colorway is Amber. And the ink is Diamine. I need to use this pen again. I have a cup full of pens I need to clean. I mean, the cup is full. There's room in it, but not a lot because they're not really rubbing on each other. Like, it's so tight, you can't get another one in. But I need to wash pens. And I don't know, I'm not in a pen washing mood, but it needs to be done. So, you know, be an adult. You wanted fountain pens, clean your pens. I love it. This was an amazing pairing. And if I'd had other inks in the pen, I know it would be further up the list because I love writing with it. It feels so good in the hand. I love the weight of this pen. All right, moving along to number 3. Number 3, the pen is Pen BBS model 491 in the Moon River resin. This pen has a fine steel nib, and the ink that stole my heart, and I did find a few inks once I found inks that I liked in it, The one that really stole it was Birmingham Pen Co. Carene. I loved writing with it. That ink, my daughter paired with this pen for 30 Inks 30 Days that I did in April. And I loved writing with, I couldn't believe how much I loved writing with it. Before that, I couldn't really find an ink that I liked coming out of the nib. The nib is a fine nib, and that's not my favorite. Come on, Anita, swatch the ink. I told y'all I'm distracted. I'm doing my very best. Okay, I'm refocusing. So once I got an ink I liked, it kind of got easier. I just stick to the teals with this pen. And usually, I don't know, in my experience, it doesn't really matter about shimmer per se. That's a whole nother story we'll talk about when I review my currently inked pens for January. But I don't know. I just don't feel drawn to put a shimmer ink in that pen. I'm just excited to use a nice, good flowing standard ink, preferably with nice shading. I'll be happy with that. I love shading anyway. I don't have to have anything else. I just love shading. But this ink in that pen, that was the thing that like just totally lit me up in April of 2025. And shout out to my kid for pairing it, because I don't know what I would have picked. I don't know why I didn't think of it. When I first got the pen, I didn't have that many inks. I didn't have like a wide variety of colors. And the pairings that I had back then in 2023 and maybe early 2024, I don't know, I'd have to look back. They were not it. They were not interesting. I was not enjoying them. It was just like very meh. Like, nah, I don't like this. I don't know how I feel about the pen. And yeah, I hardly used it. And then it's a fine nib. That's not my favorite either. But once this pen was paired with this ink, I looked at it a whole different way. So this is Waterman pen BBS model 491 with a fine nib in the Moon River. Whoops, can I spell? We'll go like this. R-I-V-E-R, the Moon River resin. And the ink is, oh, it feels so good. Birmingham Pen Co. Carene. I love that ink. It's wonderful. I especially love it in this pen. It just makes me so happy. And that's number 3. Look at me, I'm doing a great job, right? Keeping it moving. Number 2, I'm still well in the frame. Awesome. Number 2 was hard, and I'll tell you why. I used several inks in this next pen, and it was hard to pick the one that I really loved. It was hard, but I did choose. This is the Benu Euphoria in the colorway Hot Toddy. This pen is, or rather was, I don't think they have it anymore, a Gold Spot Pens exclusive. If it's still available, I will link it. I don't think it is. I think they sold it out. I don't know if they're restocking it. But this pen has a medium steel Schmidt nib, and it seems to me that Schmidt nibs are very wet writers. I like that. I like a nice juicy pen. And the ink, which lit me up, was Diamine Brandy Snap. I loved it in here. I loved it. Every ink that I have put in this pen, I have loved it. None of them, I don't know if it's by coincidence, probably, because it wasn't like I was actively avoiding shimmers, but there were no shimmer inks. They were all just standard inks, and I loved every ink that I have put in this pen. But I really love this, and I guess it's because of the color. I was really enjoying the color. It's like a, you'll see it. I don't have to explain it. That's why I'm swatching the inks. Right now, there's a different ink in the Benu. There's, oh goodness. It's a Waringal ink. That's just like a golden yellow color. It's not the same as this. Brandy Snap got written dry and washed out a long time ago. Oops, got a little bit of a mix going there. But this was a wonderful pairing. And I'm gonna write this in another color. It's Waringal Sashimo. I'll put the name on the screen because it's not the same color ink as, it's not the same ink as what's swatched. But this is number 2. As you can see, it's much more yellow orange. And this ink is, this is a pen. Get it right, girl. Focus. This is the Benu Euphoria with the medium nib and hot toddy. And the ink is Diamond Brandy Snap. Every ink that I have put in this pen has been wonderful. I've loved every single ink that I've put in the pen. All of them. All of them. It's been so good. I don't know. I need to try a shimmer in there just to see, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't really go for shimmers like that. I like them, but I just like a good shading ink. I get excited about shading. That's my jam. Last pen is, dun dun dun, the Pelikan M800 in the colorway black blue. This pen has a medium 18 karat gold nib, and the ink which made me fall in love was the first ink I put in the pen, which was Pilot Iroshizuku Shinkai. Since then, I've moved on to another ink. I have moved on to Carene Nighttime Soda, which is what's currently in the pen. But I can't find the sample of it. Or I could have easily said that one too, because I love that one in there too. But I went with Shinkai because it stayed in there the longest, and then I think I re-inked it a little bit. Not a full fill, but a little bit, because I really liked it. It was just such a good pairing. I love writing with this pen. I absolutely love the way it feels in the hand. I love the weight of it. The nib is soft, got a little bounce. It's just such a good time. It really is. And I get it. You know, there are pens that are definitely, in my opinion, just my opinion, worth the money, and you don't have to spend Pelikan M800 money to have that feeling. But if you decide to, in my opinion, you will get it. It's a wonderful, freaking wonderful pen. It really, really is. And I'm so thankful I had a chance to pick one up. And maybe someday, if the pen universe smiles at me, I'll be able to get another one. Keep hope alive. You never know. Oh, there are just so many other pens I could get with M800 money that I do that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know, I am just a girl living in the real world who can't buy Pelicans the way I buy packs of gum. I just can't do that. It's not real for me. But I enjoy the one I have, and that's no lie. As I said, the ink in here is Carene Nighttime Soda, and let me just show y'all what that looks like. Let me be careful. I should have done that first. Poor planning on my part. Oh, cool. It's right here. Okay. Here it is. It's also one of those kind of dark mid blues. That's kind of how I look at it in my head. And the color is coming up a little bit brighter than it actually looks, which I like how it looks in the camera. And the Shinkai makes me think more of a muted washed kind of denim, not like a regular blue, but the blue that's like a stonewash blue, but it's a darker stonewash. So I don't know. I liked how it wrote, I think, more than I liked the color. But with Nighttime Soda, I like both. I like the color more, and I like how it writes. But you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a Pilot Iroshizuku ink because they're just freaking awesome. So that's what I put in here first because I was afraid. I don't want to put anything there and mess up my pen. Oh no, I have to be a responsible pen parent over here. So number one is, it's so wet, Pelikan M800. 18 karat gold medium nib and black blue. And the ink is Pilot Iro Shizuku. I get so messy at the end of the page. Shinkai. Even though I'm writing with Carene Nighttime Soda. So, this was amazing. I'm gonna dry these off and then I'll bring you in to get a good look at the swatches. Okay. Oh, that dark sapphire is still a little wet. It's a dark blue ink with a red sheen, and the sheen sometimes slows down the dry time. But in writing, you see it a little bit when the pen's been sitting more and there's been some evaporation. But I haven't found it to be any kind of a problem yet, but I haven't cleaned the pen since I got it. I just keep re-inking it with TWSBI Midnight Blue. And then Ancient Copper is so pretty. I got the ink, and like I said, it wasn't my favorite color. I don't know why I got it. I don't know. I just wanted ink, you know? Like, I had no pen to match it. But you know what? When the right pen came in, I sure said, Ancient Copper. Oh, goodness. Birmingham Penco Heron. I just got that ink for the color. I love the color. I love it teal. I love it turquoise. So that's why I got it. And it looks beautiful in the pen, and it looks beautiful in the swatch. Look at the shading. It was just such a good writing experience. And then Brandy Snap. Look at that. I love the shading on that one too. I think that's why I chose it, because I love the way it wrote. I mean, they all wrote well, but the shading got me. Shading really has my heart. And Shinkai, like I said, I could have chosen either ink, either Shinkai or Carene Nighttime Soda. I might honestly have ended up swatching the Nighttime Soda, but they're almost interchangeable to me in how they perform in the pen. They're both really good. So that is it. The Benu, oh my gosh. Let me just get my life together. I'm distracted again. There's that one. And this one. This one. Stay Put pens. This one. And this one. Am I in frame? Yes, I am. These are my top 5 pairings of 2025. I love the pens. I love the inks in them. It was such a vibe. Every time I picked up the pen to write, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. So much so that this pen still has the very same ink in it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll post the complete list of the pairings in case you're curious. I'll put it in the community tab. And if you've got your notifications turned on, you'll see it. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care.